Oh, and as always, please remember the following show will probably contain strong language. We warned ya, so don't complain. Let the chaos control begin.
Let's go. Hey, yo, it's the Sonic Show. Hey, yo, it's the Sonic Show. Hey, yo, it's the Sonic Show. Let's go.
Yay!
Chaos control.
Yay! Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. It's episode 63. Almost forgot, even though they just reminded me before we went on air. Because, you know, why change? This is episode 63 of The Opinion Zone. We're live on Radio Sega and we're trying something out. We are live on YouTube as well.
Holy fuck.
I know.
We've never done that before.
That was really overreacting, Nicole. Alive.
Oh my god.
So,
Hey guys, it's YouTube.
as
I'm
you,
talking to you!
as you heard in the intro, we are joined by David the Lurker. Hello, sir.
Oh, hello.
Hello, darling.
How are you?
I'm good. I'm great. We're also joined by Nicole. Lovely Nicole.
Hello.
We are joined by Mr. Sega Scourge, the Sonic Theorist.
I have beer.
That's great.
It's just a standard day. And we're joined by the one and only Uncle Poxy.
Hey guys, it's me, Cry. We're gonna play the opinion zone today.
What? I don't understand.
I think Nicole gets it, which means
We
it's somehow.
also have a lovely guest, dear
Yeah.
friend of mine from Sega Driven and many other Sonic fan sites before it that no longer exist because we all realise that Sonic's for kids.
It is?
Yeah, we have the lovely, the adorable, the man who's gone through so many stages of hair I can't even cope. It's SonicYoda, everyone.
Oh, I got a round of applause and everything. That's nice. Thank you.
How are you, love?
Yourself?
I'm great. I'm joined. I'm just surrounded by the worst people on every Tuesday.
Wow.
Nice.
Thank you, Jamie.
It's like
No, I
that.
mean,
But
I
we get
feel
by.
the love.
Aw.
Tonight.
Well done.
what the fuck?
Just some housekeeping before we go ahead. The Sonic Show is currently looking for new YouTubers, Let's Players. What am I talking about?
Are we?
Yes, we are. So if you out there do Let's Plays and ideally groups or duos and stuff, though we will listen to individual people, send us a DM on all the numerous platforms you can find us and let us know.
Is it because I haven't uploaded the Sonic 06 parts, Jamie?
It's been like
Is
6
that why?
months, it's fine. So
That's true.
You're on
yeah.
Sonic 06. What the hell?
So I'm just saying,
What's
if you
been
want to join
happening?
us, then join this team of. I mean, I know it's off-putting, but you don't have to talk to the rest of them. It's fine. Send us a message, and we can touch. It's pretty cool. Does anyone else have any other cool things they want to announce, share, anything they're doing? Anything
Yeah.
at all?
Kind of
I'll
let's
be
go.
streaming in a week, probably. Hopefully, it won't be a bag of dicks this time.
You're streaming in a week, probably.
I think it will. Okay, what day are we on now? Hold on.
It's
Well, we're on. Okay,
Tuesday.
so it'll be literally next Tuesday. Probably, maybe.
Not at 10
So,
p.m.
yeah.
I hope.
Not at 10 p.m. Don't
That's
worry.
all right,
Actually, maybe, yeah. Fuck it. I don't know. We'll see.
You'd be like, fuck it,
Might
it is
worry
on
not.
10 p.m. now. Haha.
Check.
Oh.
Hopefully soon I'll be coming out with a new video that is completely original stuff in the Unreal Engine.
Oh my.
How exciting!
Nice.
I need to get it done within 3 weeks or I fail.
Damn.
Oh.
What?
Good luck
Oh.
with that.
This
Cheers,
isn't
Al.
a fun time thing. This is my life depends on it thing.
Pretty much. Unless I wrote a damn good report explaining why I failed.
Too busy playing Sonic games.
Too busy 100% completing Unleashed.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Hashtag goals. Right, guys, we have news to get into. I mean,
Ooh.
we don't have a lot of news. It's been a really quiet week, but we're gonna try it anyway. Shall we skip along? What am I doing? I skip along everywhere. Let's go straight into the news. You ready, Scourge? You ready?
Let's get wrong.
Into the news.
Here we go.
Bring you the latest news from around the world of Sonic, or whatever Jay could find on Google a half hour ago. It's time for the Opinion Zone News Corner.
Shall we start off with how we always seem to be starting off the news recently and discuss some Sonic Boom TV ratings?
Ooh,
Sure.
We have to.
at some point, maybe I'll watch it.
Now,
Hashtag same.
we know Sonic Boom has had some difficulties in its second season. It, for some reason, because it wasn't Teen Titans Go, didn't get any promotion on Cartoon Network. Then got quietly bumped over to Boomerang, its secondary network, and then continued to fail to advertise it. Now, 3 weeks ago, the season hit an all-time low of 97,000 viewers, which is comparable to last season, which averaged on 900,000 to 1 million. So quite a dip. Luckily, the crew at Sonic Boom, and they are some decent people, with the magic of Twitter, did a hashtag Twitter Q&A thing and actually managed to bring the ratings back up, which is good.
Wow.
Dip.
But
Quite
quite a dip.
That's some quality dips there, bro.
They did it for a second week, the hashtag #OurSonicBoom crew event. Do we think it continued the success of bringing the ratings back up?
I'll
No.
be positive and say yes. We're still
No.
in 6 digits.
No.
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 Okay. Well,
No.
last week's ratings were 89,000 people,
Oh,
which is
That's 5 digits.
which is a
Oh, that's
record
worse.
low for the show.
Your optimism now, Dave.
I guess I tried to be positive, but obviously I was wrong.
The thing
Wait,
is,
what?
They should
though,
end Sonic Boom because they know it's going to fail. They want to put all the other characters from the games in it. They've said so. They should just have a final episode where all the characters are in it with Boom designs, and then
And
it's like the
just leave it.
Purge, where they all just kill each other, and then have
Oh
the
my
show
god.
end there.
Yes.
Just everyone dies.
Everyone's killing each other with pitchforks and things, and then
Hunger
it's
Games.
that'd be it.
Oh.
Best final episode.
So
Can we have more of a Saw situation where modern Sonic is Jigsaw?
which episode was this? How deep are we into the season right now?
Well, isn't
that's a
that,
good question. I just closed the article. Thank you, Dave.
Well, isn't there going to be an overarching story in a couple of weeks?
Yeah, it's a 4-part.
Well,
Oh, that's
the
gonna be-
French
Doesn't make it good.
premiere, is starting off with the 4-parter, but we don't know when in the US lineup that's going to appear. So, because obviously,
We know
They
the
did.
name of the episode.
What is it?
It's something like aliens or robots
Oh.
from the sky.
Great.
I was going to say
Are they going to be
Castle
hedgehogs?
Sky.
They're going to be
That's an
hedgehogs,
anime.
aren't they? They're going to be hedgehogs. We're gonna be like,
I think
oh,
they're
God.
legit aliens because
Black Arms.
I saw the little title screen thing that they show with a picture, and it looked like they were actual aliens.
Dude, black arms. Black arms.
yeah.
No,
Here we
they were
go,
green.
buddy. We go, buddy.
Green
Shut
arms.
They're green as
Green arms.
Guns.
They were green as fuck in the cold 2017.
Oh
hashtag
yeah.
Sonic Yoda.
Yeah.
Sonic Boom last year was reasonably successful. Lots of people watched it. It hit all the demographics.
So
Why?
what's changed then?
Is that-
Because
so
I
why-
thought there was still the same writers and
It's the
you
same
know, same
writers.
stuff.
It's you get more established. Is there any theory as to why Cartoon Network have just decided they don't want it? Like,
Yeah.
what's going on? I don't understand what's. The program hasn't changed. It had its audience.
Changed at
I
all?
wasn't its audience, but
Yes,
Yeah.
it was.
Yeah, I'm really not
Because of
sure, to be honest with you.
walls.
Like, it's been pretty consistent, I thought. Like, you know, like you say, same writers, same staff on it. I from what I've watched, I enjoyed. It's, you know, I'm a little bit too old for it, unfortunately. But stop burping, you horrible git.
Yeah, You horrible git.
Sparking up earlier as well. You know, he's getting a spliff on the show. God.
Yep, this is me normally.
Pretty much.
How's your aromatherapy going?
It's going in the bin.
Scourge, you
Get
can't
in
say
the
that they sponsored us. Shut up.
You can't be mean. You mean into the bin of magic?
There you go.
I
So,
thought you meant like a trash bin.
in summary, we don't know what's happening to Sonic Boom. I don't know. It's I don't know. It's so confusing. Let's move on to the next news. In summary, Sonic Boom, it's on its way out. We love it though, and the guys who make it are very cool. Next item.
Okay.
Whoa!
Thank you, David. So next item is not very interesting. However, for those of you on Steam, currently for 24 hours, Sonic games are 75% off.
Wow, they're really running out of money, huh?
Still not Unleashed though.
Technically, Unleash is on PC because you can do it with PlayStation Now or something.
Oh.
That's true.
Right.
Don't know why you get the
If
PlayStation.
you want to be a naughty boy, you can always download the Unleash project. So
That's
Yeah,
not
it's
naughty.
It's not the same.
it's just
It's better. Yeah.
No, it's not. It's worse. Shut your head down now.
No way, Hog.
Do not ever say that to me.
For reference, Uncle Poxy, aka Sonic Pox, is like the world's most hardcore Sonic Unleashed fan.
Fox, you should love the Unleashed. I mean, do you remember the Unleashed project had all those amazing hub world like themes? Remember Tunan or whatever?
Yeah, I love the theme. I love the themes, but unfortunately,
It was like amazing saxophone.
this isn't making your point. This is
Well,
just you
look,
making your
okay.
bullshit.
I mean, it's a fun little romp going through the Unleashed
Look, I'm
levels
not-
in
yes,
Generations. What's
but
wrong with that?
I don't like the Generations lighting, and I don't like the Generations controls.
Oh, they're the same, mate.
Lad, no, they're not.
No. They're the Hedgehog Engine 1.5.
As in the
So it's
shit
better.
version.
There you go.
Oh, okay.
In the words of the Muppets, the sequel's never quite as good.
Before we have a full-out war, in related discount news, for some reason they've done a price drop on the Lego Dimensions Sonic Pack over in the US. It's now just $15, which is insane. That's literally a 50% price cut.
Oh.
So
Great.
if you didn't
That's
have it
what it's
already,
You didn't have it already. Get
you
it now, you
two
ungrateful.
can play Sonic in a really broken Lego game.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was weird.
It is weird, but it's funny.
Have
I
you
played
ever
through it
won?
once.
And canon.
The worst thing. Infuriating to play.
For those who've ever wondered, how does Sonic work in a Lego game? The answer is
It doesn't.
yeah.
Yep.
In summary.
When you fly the tornado, doesn't it like stop in midair and you can just leave it there like a helicopter?
That's really yeah.
Oh, that's awesome. I mean, that's how planes work.
Oh, for fuck's
Okay,
sake.
I mean, Scourge, we don't have to complain about the physics in a Lego game.
Nah, but I want it though. Sonic Theorist.
The
I will
answer's
say
the-
this though. I will say this though. They gave you like this forced 2D kind of option,
Oh, I remember that.
but like basically like it was like on a spline that was
spline?
optional. Like Sonic had a path that you could go on, but if you went onto that path, it would lock him into a 2D section. But then you could walk off it at any point. It was very strange.
Yeah. It's
It's
not a well-made
It's
game.
it's not a well-made game. It's really true to the brand.
Oh, if anything,
Broken.
age-old question as to could Traveller's Tales still make a decent Sonic game? And
Oh,
you
yeah,
know,
they
but
did
the track
something
record
like
is
that.
still
No.
terrible. So
Well, if Yasuhara was there, it would have worked.
Oh my god, stop.
Well, he was there before 3 Blast R. Come on.
What else do Traveller's Tales do really quickly? Just someone throw something at me. Does anyone know?
3D
which ones?
Blast, Sonic.
No, I
R,
mean like other than Sonic. What do they do?
Oh,
Lego, basically, these days.
something like
Graphic
Yeah, it-
Cortex,
literally just any
Crash
Lego game.
Insanity.
Oh.
They pretty much do.
Who are the guys who do the Walking Dead series games?
Telltale games.
Telltales, not
Oh,
Telltales.
we need that. Can we get Sonic the Telltale series?
Oh,
No.
No.
We've got you
Um,
had Sonic
hell
Chronicles. We're not going there again. We're just leaving it, alright? Okay.
I don't know
Yeah,
about
I
you,
wouldn't mind
but
that.
listen,
that
lad,
tech
we
scored
need to
in
find
the
out.
YouTube
Well,
chat.
apparently, Forces is a sequel to Chronicles. Shut up.
No.
I hate
So
those.
dumb.
I think
Um,
Sonic Forces is carry off of Sonic Chronicles.
That was me on Twitter box.
Oh my god, shut up, Scourge. It's such a
I was doing it ironically though, so it's
No,
okay.
you weren't. No, you
Fucking-
weren't.
I
You
was
weren't
doing it
until-
half
you-
ironically.
You weren't until the other tweets came in, and you were like, "Oh, I'm sorry."
People in the chat, Dat Tech Squad, shout out to them, there's some cool people, said that they reckon the plot to Lego Dimensions was better than the plot to Generations. Fair
Yes,
point,
it
but
was.
there wasn't really a plot to Generations, so that's not an amazing
Okay, but if we're talking
comparison.
about, I don't really think it's the plot that they liked. I think it's the fact that it understood the Sonic franchise more.
That's true, actually.
You know
think-
why? Because Big was like half the story.
Yeah, exactly. That's how it should be.
Also, quite cool that they had a shout out to Big's Big Fishing Adventure 3. Like, I think
Yeah.
that was pretty cool.
It's cool. But all the shoutouts and references cannot change the fact it didn't play very well. Moving on to our next
Christ.
news item.
Whoa!
Thank you, David. Bit delayed this time. Who here has a
hold on,
Sega
but-
Mega Drive / Genesis?
Me,
I do.
I just bought Sonic 2 at my local CEX store.
You'll be
You're a
pleased.
little late on that one.
Still getting retro at CX. Wow. Okay.
You'll be pleased to know that you can now buy a brand new game released for the Mega Drive.
It's a
What?
sparkling electric jester.
No. Ew, no. Yes, basically a group of people, Watermelon Studios, that's the thing. Scourge in that picture. Have released a new
Fucking
game.
hell.
I think I'm not sure how to pronounce it. Paprium? Sounds like a fruit.
Yeah,
Ooh,
Paprium.
those
Some
Paprium. It's
Papaya?
a beat 'em up game, and it's brand new, and you can buy an actual cartridge release of it to put in your Mega Drive or Genesis,
Perpendicular.
which is
That's
Oh.
awesome.
it's
Pizza Pan?
there has they've released a commercial on YouTube. If you just search
Papua New Guinea?
you can search it, and the trailer is so authentic to like that era of like trailers and commercials
Peter
and
Piper
stuff.
picked a pack of pickle peppers?
So it's interesting. I don't know why they decided to. I mean, I
Mr.
get why
Poppy
you'd
Penny.
make a retro game, but why you would suddenly decide, oh, I'm actually
Pingus?
physically gonna release it on physical hardware for a
Aren't there
Mega
like,
Drive.
a bunch of Sonic ROM hacks that have physical releases as well?
Yeah,
Pingu's
you can buy,
powerful
like-
party?
Well,
Those are cool though, aren't they? Like I like that people still do that. It makes the system still feel alive.
Well, Watermelon Games have been doing stuff for a while because they did PS Solar, and they've done some other bits and pieces recently. They did like a visual novel that you can get on Mega Drive. So they got a track record with Mega Drive releases.
That's awesome.
I think the most recent one I got was a game called Pappy Commando, which is kind of like a top-down sort of shooter thing. And that was really like kind of fun. Lots of samples and stuff in it. But yeah, Paprium looks really cool. It's a little bit expensive though. It's the only thing I'd say. It's about $69 for the base.
I was gonna. Well done. I was gonna say, Lewis, out of everyone who I thought this is, you seem like the sort of person who would buy this sort of thing. Is it? But with the price
I'd be
point
well
put
up
you
for it.
off.
Yeah, the price point is a little bit of a put off. That's the only thing. Because the last release they did, you could get like a budget version, which essentially gave you the cartridge and a manual, and no box.
Ew.
And I'd like that for like for this at least. But yeah, it doesn't seem to be an option on this one. Obviously, want to make their money back a little bit quicker.
Which is fair enough. I think it's cool. I think people thinking of interesting and unique different ways to release stuff. I mean, hey, why not?
I mean, like the Watermelon stuff has been really good because like they do their own like custom molds on the cases and stuff, so they got their
That's
logo
quite
printed
cool.
on
That
it
is
and thing. The same with the cartridge as well. Yeah, and I got the version of PS Solar last year, I think, and that has custom like printed case and stuff. That was really cool. So they do give you your money's worth at least.
it's pretty neat.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Sorry, I didn't mean to make this like really serious.
I didn't
Lewis,
facts.
bringing you down all
One
year
thing we
round.
don't have here.
So we've got more news. Oh my god, here we go.
Whoa!
In time, I did that one.
was
well
it.
done. Who here wants to pop over to Hong Kong and get some weird crossover fashion line clothing?
Oh,
This
God.
is weird.
Is this with the ducks?
Yes. So everyone's favorite duck. Oh my god. Everyone's favorite
yeah.
duck, B-Duck,
Donald? Oh.
who apparently is a big deal over there. I've never heard of him.
Yeah.
Apparently he's like as big as Hello Kitty over there. Never heard of him. He has done a crossover line with Sonic the Hedgehog. They did a fashion show for it back last year, but the line has now released is the summer 2017 line. It's basically a variety of different pictures of Sonic and this weird fucking duck. In summary, it's just really weird. I don't understand the desire.
I guess you could say this idea is just quackers.
No, go home. It's fine.
I like that you
Sonic's
referred
newest
to
friend.
B-Duck as like the actual person behind the entire thing, like an actual duck.
He is a
like...
duck. It's his
Yeah,
line
like-
of clothing. Don't worry.
Yeah,
No,
absolutely.
it's fine. He
I
can
guess-
afford. He can afford it. He tells all the merchants to put it on his bill.
Right.
Oh no. I must admit there are there's pictures of the shop windows. All the mannequins have ducks for heads, and it makes me feel uncomfortable.
Yeah.
You know where you can find
Scary.
It makes me
Oh,
feel
wide web.
really weird. Makes me feel dirty and gross inside. I don't like it.
I like it.
Some of the items are cool. It seems a bit weird of crossover. Whoever this B-Duck bloke is, this duck, whatever he's up to, it's very weird. His last season, he did a crossover fashion line with Pizza Hut.
Oh.
Wait.
The duck or Sonic?
No, trust.
Duck.
If Sonic had done a crossover Pizza Hut, there would be many Twitter people who would be all
To be
fan.
fair, I think it's kind of obvious what this is symbolizing. I mean,
Okay,
can
go
we
on,
not see
Theorist,
it?
go
The
on.
Duck, B-Duck is clearly the third gameplay style in Forces.
Oh my god, yes, please.
Oh
That's
my
why
god.
Please.
building up to
Can,
it.
but can we have the duck play exactly like Sonic Adventure Sonic? Just sort of like, you had it right there, why didn't you put Sonic on it? You guys didn't want to know there's Sonic.
Yes.
The one shirt that confuses me the most is the one where it's that pose of classic Sonic doing the kick, and then it just says B-Duck underneath it. I don't understand it. Like, at least the one where here there's Sonic and the duck, they're hanging out, whatever. But
No
just,
one-
I don't remember Sonic being called Baduck.
Nobody's gonna argue that this is the most well thought out crossover. It seems like where's that stock clip art we have of B-Duck? We'll just stick him next to this clip art of Sonic. There we go, done. So yeah,
cool duck.
if people want to, I don't know. Look, I tried to find if you can import it anywhere, and I cannot find anywhere on the internet that even references these stores existing. It's like a
You're
secret.
looking hard enough.
It's so weird.
I have to go on a trip.
I'm not going to Hong Kong to buy a Sonic.
No, well,
Why?
you could buy more than one.
Yeah.
It's fine.
You could buy the whole Sonic Show one.
People in the chat are saying that Pizza Hut should be the third character. I'm completely behind that. Next news story.
Whoa!
Jesus,
I
there's a lot
mean,
of
you're
news.
losing your timing again. Step up, innit? Who here uses Twitter?
What?
The answer is all of you. You all use Twitter.
Sorry, it just sounded like you said uses Twitter on its own.
That's what I
Right.
heard.
Like,
Yeah,
okay,
same.
I'll go tweet right now if you insist.
For those of you who all use Twitter, trending on Twitter this week, you may see that we have what they like to call Twitter moments, a variety of different stories that are popular that day, and for some reason, everyone's favourite variety of fan characters appeared on the Twitter moments.
Oh god.
Yes.
Yeah.
So basically, what is your Sonic fan character? And a variety of people shared theirs, and for some reason it was trending on Twitter, which apparently it just upsets me in the sense that like people try so hard to make Sonic a good name, and what trends? Fan characters.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. It's upsetting. Who here has done their own finding out what their name the hedgehog looks like?
Me.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah, like years and years ago. It's an old thing. I don't understand why Twitter's treating it as new.
I know. I mean, it's new to Twitter, so leave them alone. I'm going to share with you guys mine. No, I'm not, because that link is way too long. Because, yes, that is the correct response. Ooh, indeed.
Is it Apple?
Here is Jamie the Hedgehog. I'm going to post this in the chat for everyone. If you're listening on the podcast, you just have to Google it.
That's a girl.
You're looking pretty hot there, Jamie. I'm not going to lie.
For those on the podcast, I am a beautiful.
Can I just say, Jamie, I'm very concerned.
Hedgehog with no nose.
Because your hedgehog is the exact same color as mine, and it also has the hairs. And it's terrifying.
Original fan character design, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Excuse me, you're taking my design. I claim copyright on Sonic.
Oh dear.
What are you doing?
It was just interesting, and the whole world, for a small moment on the internet, got to realise how disturbing some of the fans are out there.
Some of them.
I mean, I was being polite. Just being polite. Okay. Right. Guys. That's all our news. Because guess what?
Fuck.
Nothing happened this week in Sonic. It was just like...
Nothing ever does.
That's a good point.
And whatever it does, it's usually like on a Wednesday, so we can't report on it until Tuesday.
Well, we could just move the show.
No, we can't. Do you know how difficult scheduling on Radio Sega is? Don't get me started.
We'll just take over everyone's slot. It's
Ew,
24/7
who's that?
Opinion Zone.
That's a result for my name.
Wow. There's some boobs.
Just right-clicking and saving on that.
That is Scourge's lady.
Right. We are
going in the wank bank.
Oh my god.
Oh no.
It won't find my character because my name is really fucking obscure.
Oh yeah, I
For
tried to look it up.
those who are
It's
not
impossible.
for those who are not listening live, just be assured it's a very boobalicious picture. That's all you need to know.
Very inaccurate to her actual
Wow,
personality.
thanks.
Ooh. Oh.
Thanks.
Ooh.
Thank you.
Ooh.
On that note,
That's
shall we
all I
go to
heard.
our
It's
first music break? We are going to go to a quick music break now with some two interesting songs, after which we are going to discuss today's opinion. Oh, the hilarity. We will see you guys after this musical break. Don't forget to stay tuned, because we're really nice, and Sonic Pox might not be an idiot the whole show, maybe.
Ooh.
I mean, chances are that are very slim.
Yeah. We will see you guys after this.
Turn up the volume. Coming up next is the best Sega music. Only on Radio Sega.
Damn, son, where'd you find this?
This drop sucks. This drop sucks.
Damn, son. Damn, son. Damn, son.
Sega, Echo the Dolphin. Jet Set Radio. Night. Daytona, USA. Yakuza. Virtual Fighter. All your favorite Sega tunes are here. Radio Sega, playing the best Sega music 24/7.
Come on, Knuckles. Let's play some Chaotix. Yeehaw! Yeah! 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 Come on, Nuts! Yeah! 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 Come on, Nuts!
You're listening to Radio Sega, playing the best Sega music 24/7.
And we're back live on Radio Sega and simulcasting on
the hell is
YouTube.
that?
And poor SonicYoda having a mental breakdown at the end of that.
Jesus
Oh
Christ.
man, I recognize what that's parroting.
What's that referencing?
That's
I would
an
love to know.
There was way back in the day on Overclock Remix, there was a remix for Bubble Bobble, and it starts with some guy saying, "Come on, Bubba, let's play some Bubble Bobble, yeehaw!" And then there's yeehawing in it, and there's like that weird animal sound in the beginning, and I'm like, holy Toledo, why is anyone referencing a remix from like a decade ago?
Why wouldn't they?
Exactly, why wouldn't you do that?
Oh, right.
Shall we skip along and do, well, the whole point of this bloody show, to be honest. It's time to do an opinion. Yay, here we go, let's play the bit.
It's time to do an
Warning,
opinion.
the following segment contains opinions. Try not to be triggered. It couldn't be an opinion zone without opinions after all. Talking of which, today's topic of drivel is...
April Fool's 2017. Now, obviously, April Fool's is that time of the year where brands and websites all decide they got to be funny and make crap jokes just to get attention. We're no different. So, I thought we would go through them, discuss them, and with the power of my amazing scoreboard, find out who was actually the best and who was the worst. I want
Why is
everyone.
everything a freaking contest?
I want everyone to be honest. I don't want anyone, don't worry about the other fan sites. We don't need to make friends. We're not here to make friends. We're here to make enemies.
Out comes a cigarette.
It's sparking up again.
So,
Oh, he
weed
is
every day.
Sparkfield.
Sorry.
how this is going to work, we're going to go through each one, have a quick discussion, and you're all going to rate it out of 10. And using my amazing magical scoreboard, it's going to give us an average score. And then at the end, we're going to see who was the best and who was the worst. And if you were the worst, tough shit, get over it. Life's full of hard things, all right? Get over it. Right. First one. Also, what are our opinions on April Fools? Is it something we find amusing, or is it something we wish would just die?
don't mind
April
it.
Fools can be a lot of fun. I've had many great experiences on April
I've had
Fools.
some horrible experiences with April Fool's days.
Some of which that were not sexual, but basically what April Fools is for me.
Why'd you have to clarify?
April Fools is for me, right? I remember there was this one April Fools where I got this phone where you can change your voice so it sounds like the Saw guy. And
Oh,
like I called a
no.
bunch of my friends and I said their names and where they live. And then they called me and they were like, "Oh my god, you're not going to believe, like I just had this really weird call." And I like pretended like to phone the police with them and things. It was a lot of fun. But yeah, April Fools is a good time for me.
I got pranked
So,
that I was starting
just
a
make
little
sure
bit-
that we're all crossing Scourge off our Christmas.
Right, shall we go to the first one, which was Overclocked remix album release. So on April Fool's Day, they released a new remix album. Yes, OCR released the And Knuckles album. And variety...
Oh, it's got Akuma on it. Well, he looks like Akuma.
It's Knuckles.
It's Akuma. It's Akuma.
Akuma Matata.
It's Akumakles.
What a wonderful.
No, don't. So yeah, they released a whole album of tracks that varied in length, generally less than a minute, of a variety of different remixes. The 2 tracks you heard on that music break were from that album. So that is why they both sounded stupid as hell. To give you some context, and David, that's why it was referencing a really old OCR thing.
I found that amusing. Because I don't know if you were going to mention this. It's not the first time OCR has released a Sonic theme April Fool's album, is it?
Isn't it?
No, it's not. Many years ago, they released. It was an Ice Cap Zone remix album, which
I
was
remember
a
that.
remix of Ice Cap Zone, but they were all kind of dumb. Because I remember one was just a Marble Zone remix, and somebody put Ice Cap Zone over the top of it.
Isn't it because like Ice Cap's like the most remixed song on OCR?
Yeah, that was the joke.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. I like that. Like I like this sort of thing because like it's a thing that you can actually download and keep, and
It's
not-
something you can
even,
actually
even though it is a
enjoy.
joke. Like yeah, you still actually get a thing out of it, you know.
I like it purely because the fact that even though it was a joke, it's something people have actually put effort into to like.
Yeah,
They've still had to create something, which I quite appreciate.
True.
It's. The only issue I have with it, I don't know. Shouldn't April Fools actually fool you into something, or is it just now a case of LOL? Doesn't actually have to fool you at all. It just has to be stupid.
Yeah, but like at the same time, I think I prefer this sort of thing just because like there's some entertainment to be had from it. I don't like the stuff where it's like, oh, you know, here's a stupid thing that we're making, and it's actually something that you'd want.
Yeah, and then
those are the ones that really annoy me.
Oh yeah,
yeah, because it's just like, can I actually have that thing?
Right. So we're all gonna give this a mark out of 10. So I need to enter into my amazing Omo Chow / Big the Cat
Okay, I'm gonna-
Sonic device. I'm gonna go first. I'm gonna give it a 7 because that's a high score, but then it gives me room to go up and down for other people. It's what I like to call lazy scoring. Lewis, what would you rank this out of 10?
I'm gonna give it an 8 just because like I like the concept, even if the execution's a bit funny. But
Fair enough. Sonic Pox, what would you give this masterpiece out of 10?
7.
Ooh, doesn't
It's
sound
not bad.
impressed.
It was, I liked it.
Nicole.
Oh god, I mean, I don't know it like as much as other people do, but from what it looks like, it seems pretty cool. So I guess I'll give it a 6.
Oh, she's going.
I don't know. I don't know. Okay.
I don't know.
Shut up.
Wow.
And Sega Scourge.
What?
Score
Scourge.
out of 10.
Probably a 6. 5 being pretty average for the music, and 6 just because it's friggin' Akuma. I'm sorry. that image is awesome.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
I'm sensing a bit of bias.
Wait a minute.
Moving
What
on.
are you, a Sonic fan?
Well,
Well done. Now, moving on to our next one.
Leah
It's our
joke.
favourite news site after Sega Driven. It's TSSC News.
Yay.
Wait.
TSSC News, you'd think every day was a joke on the website, but specifically on April 1st, they released not 1, not 2, not 3, not 4, not 5, not 6, not 7, but 8 fake news stories, ranging from Mike Pollock voicing every game ever, to Live and Learn becoming an official anthem for the games, and news that Tails was confirmed as dead. All posted by Donnie, I believe.
I think one was Lewis.
There we go. That's cool. I mean, personally, there is such a thing as too much.
Yeah, I'm going to agree with you on that one.
Because it wasn't a joke. It was just spamming crap all day.
It's like, if you're going to do it, put your effort into one thing that actually dupes people. And
You wanna make them think, no, wait, maybe like Ella the Maid actually had a spin-off anime called Kirby Right Back at You.
So
I don't get the reference.
I think
April Fools.
right, I think when it comes to having like a number of articles coming out, that they kind of need a theme. They need to build on each
Yeah.
other. All they are is just 8 random ideas, and instead of saying let's pick the best one, they said let's do them all. And that, I think that's where it fell, because you didn't get time to perfect. It all sort of was just, yeah, here's something. Let's move on. I expect a little better. Come on, Donnie. You know you can do
More of you.
Donnie, I love you, but come on.
No,
I don't know. I feel like, because I'm trying to remember what TSSC did last year or the year before. I'm trying to remember if they had like a theme where all the articles tied together, or if I'm just imagining it.
I don't. Maybe they did. Overall,
I don't.
I'm just, yeah. Some of the articles were funny-ish, but yeah. It's just because it went on throughout the whole day, and you know, I'm not saying Donnie doesn't
that's
know
not the
how
point,
to
mate.
self-edit, but
Till 12. Stupid idiot. Can't do it point on 12 o'clock.
So much salt.
So don't fucking bother. We time for that difficult scoring time. Right. I've got. Ooh, let's put some tense music on. There we go. Fuck it. I'm gonna give this a 5 because I found it overwhelmingly average. Right, David the Lurker.
Okay. Well, I think since you didn't ask me about the N Knuckles one, you did. I didn't hear it. Maybe I'm not required to score anything.
No, just
good point, Scourge.
No, I'll give it a 5.7.
okay, because decimals make life easier for me. Thank you. Go on, right, Lewis.
Well, the Knuckles one, I was gonna give it a 7.3 in Knuckles. Come on.
Shut up.
I'm going to give it a 4 because I thought. But I appreciate the effort.
Yeah. 4 forever. Right.
There you go.
Sonic Park.
Yeah, I was gonna give it a 4. I looked at the articles, I just didn't read them, so I was like, yeah.
Yeah. Nicole.
I'm probably gonna give it a 4 just because the amount, and some of them were just a bit eh.
And Sega Scourge.
Yeah, probably a 3. Honestly,
Oh, he's
I mean, it's not that they
hard.
went like it's just
How
that
dare you?
it's that, like you said, it's supposed to kind of dupe you into sometimes, and like none of the articles, like all of them, I could tell were just kind of shambled together on the spot, and there was too many of them, and it just didn't do it for me. So yeah, 3.
Well,
Fair.
weren't there also tweets that were
Yeah.
separate from the articles too?
I think there was some. Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah,
it was like you said, there was just a lot.
There was a lot going on. Next one
Right.
is Sonic the Cosplayer. And this one will probably be quite a quick one because at first I did not realise it wasn't April Fool's. I just thought it was him being a bit LOL. He posted a image on the Twitter sphere He says, okay, I love Sonic Cosplayer. He's a decent dude. He, however, he posted a Photoshop of the Nintendo Switch, but with a Chow on it. But it's so obviously not even a thing.
Mhm.
It had, and it, like, no, it's just like it was really shit. It's like, but this is the thing. So I give him. I didn't realize in April Fools because it's not really a joke. And it's not really fooling anyone because I don't think anyone thinks there's going to be a Nintendo Switch Chow edition. However, if you look at his Twitter followers and his Facebook fans, a lot of people believed it. So, okay, fans are weird. I don't think there's much to discuss about this one, to be honest, because... Well, you can see the picture in the Discord, YouTube. You'll just have to go on the Sonic the Cosplayer's Twitter page or Facebook. I do recommend it. He's a lovely guy. I'm gonna jump right in there and give this a 2.
Ooh.
Oh shit!
It's not an April Fool's. This is not an April Fool's. That's just sticking a Chow head on a picture. That's not an April Fool's.
He had accompanying it footage of like a Chow garden, meant to say like, oh, there's some kind of Chow garden thing on the Switch, right?
Reload, just re-uploading someone else's fan game is not. It's not April Fool's. Must try harder. David the Lurker, rate this piece of fun.
Oh, well, I mean, the fact that he actually fooled people, which I guess is one of the requirements of April Fool.
That's a good point.
You gotta at least, yeah. So you gotta give it at least a 5, even if it was something very quickly done. Hey, it fooled people. So there you go.
Damn. Cool. Lewis.
Yeah, I'll give it a 5 as well. To be honest with you. I mean, like, yeah, I mean, he made the effort to actually do something. I suppose I didn't bother. So yeah. And I'm amused by the like Unreal Engine like image. The Tower Garden. It just makes me laugh because all those Unreal Engine fan game things all look the same.
They all do look the same, don't they? It's ridiculous. Uncle Proxy.
So yeah, 5.
Pox, you're up.
2, because I didn't know it was a thing.
Wow, harsh. Nicole.
I don't want to give it because I didn't know he did anything either. So,
You can give a 0.
I guess. I'm gonna
Bitch!
I didn't know he did anything. I feel really bad.
And Sega Scourge.
I'll give it a 3.
A 3.
It was, it was just some Photoshop fun. The kind of usual shit you'll get on Twitter.
Photo.
Moving along to our next one. Because yes, there are more somehow. Where is it? Right. There not only were English websites having a bit of fun with the April Fools, German website spin-de pulled off a April Fool's prank in which they reported that the third gameplay style of Sonic Forces would feature the Sonic Underground gang.
This is.
See, I want this. I actually genuinely want this. So, like, it's annoying.
Give up your children.
It
was
was
that just the Sonic Underground image with the Forces logo plastered across it?
If you go into the actual article, there is more to it, but basically, yes. They basically announced that the Sonic Underground gang were coming back. It was. I like this because I thought it was interesting. Who doesn't like Sonic Underground?
Yeah.
Everyone loves Sonic Underground.
Well,
could have been better.
I mean,
Go on. Sorry.
I think just the fact they made an article about Sonic Forces, you just know people saw that and were like, oh my god, news, oh my god, click.
I'm translating the German page now to English. I'm reading it. It's hilarious.
Because it's finally written, or because Google Translate is not very good?
No, it's some of the gameplay mechanics they envisioned the Underground gang having. One of them including Guitar Hero mechanics.
Yeah, I heard about that one. It's Right.
And they were
Be
like,
okay
we
with
don't
that.
have any footage of it, so here's some images from Rock Band. That's great.
I like this one. Again, similar to the remix album, it was it's obviously not real, but the fact that it was just a funny article. See, whereas TSSE News just released 8 articles that weren't funny. They were just news, but not real. This was actually just a funny article, and I appreciate that. So I quite like that. I wish it's just lighthearted. More April Fools needs to be lighthearted. Don't
Makes
all-
me rap.
Good bit of fun.
Yeah. I will. Okay. In the in a certain roundup, right? That maybe you're reading things off of. The one thing I noticed is that the person who rounded up was like, "Oh man, it's a really cool picture of the Sonic Underground people," and he kind of forgot that was a drawing from the
Archie.
Sonic, right? The unreleased finale of Sonic Underground that Archie was going to do,
Which I was
a
actually
couple
kind of
years
excited
back.
for.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah, but I do like the
Sonic Underground.
let's not bring up Archie again.
Sonic Underground.
I'm gonna give this another 7 because I thought it was quite funny, even though I don't speak German, so it didn't read off completely naturally to me. David the
Right.
Sexy Lurker. What would you
Hey
rate
now.
this?
Well, let's
Can
see.
read the
I
site.
guess I have a soft spot for Sonic Underground, so I'm going to give it a 7.98.
Oh wow, you're getting worse and worse every time.
I know.
You need to stop. What was it? 7.98.
Yeah, that's what I said.
Wow, that's horrible. You're a horrible person. Lewis,
Yeah, I'll give it a
Realize
7
that
as
you're
well.
actually doing math.
thank you for not
so
doing
now I
decimals.
just gotta keep it going.
Nicole.
I'm gonna give it a. I'll give it a 7 because it's a pretty cool idea.
Cool. Sonic Pox, my favourite person. What would you give it?
I really like Sonic Underground, from like animation being awful to the actual show. So this actually kind of warmed the deep dark cockles of my heart. So I'm gonna give it a 7.225.
Fuck you. And
I wrote that down, Jamie. What was it?
7.225.
Yeah,
Sega
good boy.
Scourge.
Well done.
I'm not going to be a dick and do all the decimals I was going to, but anyway. Yeah, 6 probably.
Oh, thank you, dear.
It's okay. Pretty. No problem.
If you really want, you can just round up or down.
No, Jamie, I wasn't finished.
No,
Oh,
you were finished.
6.73894.
No, it's too late now. It's too late now. It's too late now. Don't be that person. Don't be that person. Fox. Moving on to another website that David might be familiar with. We are going to Sonic Retro. And Sonic
yeah.
Retro's developed a convincing, according
This
to Sonic
made me
Stadium,
sad.
I'm not convinced, news story about a Switch re-release of Sonic and All-Stars Racing Transformed.
This was
Turbo
cool.
Edition.
this
Yeah.
is freaking
Yeah.
awesome.
They went to town with this.
That's
They
true. It's a good time.
they went to
I believed it. For a minute, I believed it.
Same.
and
Same.
if you Google it, a
Oh.
few news outlets picked it up as actual
Yeah.
news,
Exactly.
Which I found funny.
which is just
I think it's because people really want it to happen, and the article
Yeah.
itself isn't like, guys, there's a new Sonic game racing. It's gonna feature like Goku and
And the Team Fortress 2 characters, and a football manager, and Wreck-It Ralph. Wait,
except all those were in there.
But all the characters that were like they chose to reappear or whatever were all like believable in a way.
how?
It was like Kazuma Kiryu of Yakuza 0 and Hatsune Miku from Project Diva, which Sega make. So I was kind of like,
Classic
oh, yeah, I
Sonic.
guess I can kind of see
And
this.
classic Sonic with his
Yeah.
Sonic drift car.
Which I kind of thought was kind of
So
cool. Oh,
ugly.
Bayonetta, I think.
Was Bayonetta there?
They said they would have Bayonetta and Opa Opa returning from the first one, and I thought that sounds like a believable
Bayonetta wasn't
roster.
in the first one.
Yeah.
That'd be a weird racing game.
I don't know.
This is one of my favourite articles. Again, this is a good example of making a news article and actually going to just making one article, substantiating it, making like fake photoshops and stuff. I really like this, and by the sounds of it, I personally, when I first read it, there was a little bit of me that thought, "Oh shit, that's cool," and then it only clicked that it was April 1st, and then I realised obviously this isn't real. So I think it fooled a few of us because we're stupid.
The website got me. The actual, when you look at the actual photoshops themselves, it's like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
But yeah, the website was very legit looking, and I like that side of things.
Right.
But again, like, I think the fact that it's something that people would genuinely want to happen is a little bit annoying. So yeah.
So I'm gonna give this. That music's too loud. I'm gonna give this a. I'm gonna give this a 9.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with a 9 as well.
Cool.
It would have been a 10 if it was like.
If it didn't break your heart.
Yeah.
David the Lurker, what simple score have you got for this one?
Ooh, I'm gonna go with a 9.6 on the Sonic scale.
Fuck's sake, right? And Sonic Pox, my darling, what is your score for this one?
This was actually, it like warmed myself again to like, I was like, oh, this is gonna be freaking cool. And I was gonna, oh, classic Sonic's gonna be my new main in the raid, and then I realized it wasn't real. So just because it is near perfect, I'm gonna give it a 9.999.
Wow. So basically a perfect score.
No, a 9.9.
No.
No, just 3 nines. Just 3 nines.
Nicole.
9.9.
Nicole.
9.
I'm gonna
Yeah,
give it a. I'm probably gonna give it a 9 as well.
No,
to be
Nicole,
honest.
did you write it down?
9!
And Sega Scourge.
I'm gonna give it an 8. I don't like it that much, but it is pretty funny.
Wow, lowest score of the group.
Ooh, also gonna give a shout out to Tracker, who excuse me. He's the one that did the visuals, Tracker_TD. You gotta love him, right?
He's awesome.
There you go.
Good lad, all round.
Next one, Tails channel.
Oh boy.
This is an easy 50.
Now, for those who don't know, Tails channel confused a few of his people by releasing this at midnight UK time, considering his main audience is American, so that threw a lot of people off anyway. With a sneak peek at a leaked or something to do the vocal track for Sonic Forces. When you clicked it, however, you got something much better.
Yeah, much better. Much better.
Yeah.
I remember memories from a long time ago.
He's using auto-tune, I just want to state.
Is he
I know.
actually? Because I was about to say that's a sexy
Yeah.
I
voice.
hear you calling me.
Let's skip to the chorus. Here we go.
Oh yeah.
Or are you gonna leave from me? No
So
matter what it takes for me, I'll find you. Just to be with you
Lighters.
one
Lighters.
more time. A spy will find my way, my love.
he sounds like Jack Black.
You've taught me that life can be
Suddenly turned to Nickelback.
Look at
This photograph.
for your love. I can rule the world, my love.
Pouring out.
Cannot survive. If you'll be by my side, the world will be a better place for us I'm so tired. I'm done. Thank you for watching. Happy April Fools, everybody. Oh my god. I'm out of breath.
Right, that is how it ends.
Can Matt literally
That-
just do the vocals for Sonic Forces, please?
Look, I want to do a cover of all the vocal tracks from Sonic 06.
Why?
I want to hear all 4 versions
I
of
think
his
my
world.
favorite part about that video is how it begins. It's a song tribute to Princess Elise by Matt, and then just this
Bottom
bottom text.
I remember
So
memories.
this, while it didn't fool me, because I knew it wasn't going to be real, nothing out of all the April Fools made me laugh as much as this did.
Yeah.
Like
Oh,
I
yeah.
literally
Yeah.
lost my shit. It was so funny. As a
It took me a
result,
couple minutes in.
I'm
realize.
giving this a 10.
Yep. Same.
Going
10.
all out for
Same.
the 10.
Honestly, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh man, a 10-point Matt. You mean?
I hate. Well, how many is that?
Poxy, you're the last one.
I said 10.
Okay, fine.
Oh,
You never
It's like,
One's 10.
it took me a couple minutes before I realized it wasn't Sonic Forces news, though. So
Moving
got ya.
on. Moving on to the next one. So, oh my god, the chat are just loving it. The chat thought that was amazing. So that's why, so great. Anyway, moving on to the next one. Someone in this very chat right now, Sega Scourge, released a brand new Sonic Theorist video. Exploring
Tanner for this one.
Shadow and the Christian. Really?
Shadow
Christian.
and the Christian mythos.
Yes.
Yeah. Thank Tanner.
We'll just play a small sample for your enjoyment. Because why the fuck not? We'll just play the first bit and then we'll...
Sonic the Hedgehog, like many others, is a game franchise
Also, I love your on voice.
rich with references to cultural systems, historic beliefs, and various other reinterpretations of faith practices or mythology, whether it be through worldviews, sacred texts, holy places, ethics, or so on. Even so far as overblown references to the concept and existence of hell, some made by Sonic himself. But one character stands as the kernel for subtle, enigmatic religious debate: Shadow the Hedgehog. But why, you ask? I am the Sega Scourge, the Sonic theorist, tackling 26 years of classic and modern Sonic alike. Let's find out.
Oh wow, I literally just caught onto that bit. 26 years.
Yeah, 26.
You're so dumb.
Shadow the Hedgehog. The game and the character shares many striking similarities to the stories of the Bible.
Anyway, so you released a full 7-minute and 58 video, basically discussing and exploring the possibilities of Shadow and his relationship that aligns up with the story of the Bible, and then teases off at the end where you basically just talk about your drunken exploits.
Escapades, yeah.
This was a weird one, Scourge. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, well,
tell us the backstory behind what the fuck.
It's been quite a few months since I uploaded something, and Tanner is known on Twitter for every time I announce that I'm doing, like whenever I announce the subject of an X Theory episode, Tanner is always the first to say do one about religion. So I remember like a month or so back, I messaged Tanner and said I'm planning on doing just that for April Fools. So the script that you hear in the end result is basically me and Tanner just fucking around. And the whole thing was recorded whilst I was drunk with some friends because we really weren't taking it seriously. And obviously all the editing, Jamie, you know Steven, don't you?
Yes.
Steven, yeah, he did that amazing Windows Movie Maker editing. So, yeah, the video is just a big collaboration. And me
It
just
was
taking the
amazing.
piss.
It was so good. It was really weird and scary as fuck. And again, you made an effort, so well done you. And
It's not meant to be good though, so I expect bad ratings.
which is a shame because it's better than most of the stuff you make. So
Whoa.
I mean, it's true. I've peaked. I should basically retire now.
there we go. I'm gonna give your one. Oh, we can't do scoring without music. Fuck's sake. I would give your one an 8.
2. No.
8.2. David the sexy
Can I vote for my
Lurker.
own?
Yes, you can.
Ooh.
David the Lurker, what would you rate Scourge's masterpiece?
Ooh, it is a master. It is definitely a masterpiece. I'm gonna give it an 8.8 repeating.
I fucking hate you. Lewis.
I'm going to give it an 8 as well because I feel it's a little bit too long.
Oh, yes.
Just rambled on for way too long.
Nicole, this is your boyfriend. No
so mine
pressure.
can be biased because I actually was a part of it because I did the thumbnail artwork.
You did do the thumbnail artwork, yeah.
And obvious reasons, I
Just say 10.
no, I'm not that.
No,
Okay.
sway the votes. Come on, man. Like,
Give him a
if
2.
mine was in here, I'd be like, yeah.
Okay, 9.5.
There we go.
What is
good.
with the decimal points? Fucking hell. Sega Scourge, how do you rate your own video?
Can we vote 11 or is that not allowed? I'm
That's
joking.
not allowed, you stupid
No,
shit.
no. I'll be real. I'm gonna give it just to piss Jamie off. I think everyone's being too nice because the video is a piece of shit, so I'm gonna give it a 7. Actually, there we go. I was about to say 7.5 and annoy you, Jamie, but I'll just give.
But you didn't do that because you like me, which is nice of you. Moving on to another
Fox
one.
didn't go, did he?
He's coming back. Next one is a YouTube channel I've never heard of called The Sonic Show. I've heard they're terrible. Watching their content suggests my beliefs are correct. They released a premiere to the season 3. They do a variety of videos called Sonic Reacts, where a crew of people, including Nicole, react to a variety of different
not just me.
Well, you're the only one here. Oh, and Pox as well.
Scourge was in my one as well.
He's not in.
Not yet.
That hasn't aired
Oh,
yet. Spoilers.
Whoops.
There's a variety. And on April 1st, the Sonic Show channel released a video where the Sonic Reacts crew watched the game, new trailer and the first released gameplay footage of Modern Sonic in Sonic Forces. However, it turns out when you watch the video, it's just a bunch of cats. Just a bunch of cats watching the video instead. Arguably, they offer more insightful opinions than the regular people who are on the show.
That's a zinger right there.
And for a few people did notice that I did subtitle the whole thing.
Wait, did you?
Yes.
Did you?
Let me see this. Oh
got
shit, this is
closed
hilarious.
captioning.
Actually, no, wisps suck.
So yeah, the cats do have genuine opinions. If you didn't watch it, you can go back and watch it and find out which ones are going to play Sonic Mania and which one thinks the Sonic franchise is dead. So I'm not going to give an opinion on this because I farted it up half an hour because I forgot it was April Fool's Day. So we're going to just jump straight into the scores on this one. I'm going to give this one a 6.
Well, you said you weren't giving it.
I'm not giving an opinion on it.
Not-
I'm going to
not
score
giving
it.
Oh,
I'm
right,
not- Got to give myself
fair
a
enough.
chance, you know. It's fine. David the Lurker, if you want to be on the show next week, what's your score?
Fair enough.
I'm just gonna give it a 7. Just a 7. Just for you.
Okay.
I was going to give it a 7 as well because even though it's like lowest common denominator, cat's fucking video, you at least made an effort with the subtitles, which is a nice little touch. So, and it's one, you know, and it's a bait and switch, you know. So you know, it actually was an April Fool's.
Nicole.
I'm gonna give it a. Fuck was that? I'm gonna give it a 7.
7 and Sega Scourge.
I'll give it a 6.5.
You have to really fuck me over. This fucking average is fucking. I hate all of you. No one seems to care about me anymore. It's fine. Do what you want. I don't give a fuck. Next, we have. Oh my god. Wait. Where? Oh, here we go.
no.
Here we go. The next one is by another person in this chat. Unfortunately, there's a game coming out soon. No, let's rephrase it. There's a game possibly coming out called Big Fishing Adventure 3.
Hey! Whoa!
They announced that one of the characters in the game, in a bonus chapter, would be Charmy the Bee in The Case of the Stolen Honey. To be honest,
yeah,
totally plausible.
I mean,
I didn't realize
David.
it was an April Fool's. So,
David, can I interview you on this? Isn't Big's Big Fishing Adventure 3 meant to be like showing what Big was doing during SA2?
Yes.
Okay, so Charmy wasn't in SA2.
This is true.
So was this meant to be like what Charmy was doing during SA2?
Well, I think.
Is it what Charmy was doing
released and
during
it's
Big
supposed to be-
Fishing Adventure 3 during Sonic Adventure 2?
Right. There's some big exception. Charm. I mean, look, Charmy B. You know, he was introduced in the original Chaotix for the 32X. Obviously, suffered some brain damage. Obviously.
Wow.
Well, I mean, to be fair, doesn't he suffer brain damage in both comic continuities?
Yeah.
Which is sad. So obviously, him losing his honey causes a severe mental breakdown, explaining why he doesn't recognize Eggman in Sonic Heroes.
Yes.
Yes.
I accept this into canon now.
Okay, that's fine.
2 out of 10.
That's
too long.
Too much water.
Let's go to the score music. Here we go. David the Lurker, what do you rate your own kind of fan game thing?
Oh, I'm gonna give it an 8.0.
Oh, the punnage. Sonic Pox, what would you rate David's terrible April Fools?
4.
Yeah.
Lewis
like
was
chocolate.
possibly joking with the 2, but I put it in, so it's too late now. Nicole.
Oh.
Yeah, no, I wasn't. So
No, it's not. To be fair, I'm only. Yeah, it's fine.
Nicole, your marks, please.
I mean, just because I think it's a poor choice for a character. I mean, I think you could have done another character. I'm gonna probably give it a 5.
5, fair enough. And no, David, this is not time to rebuttal. It's fine.
Well, no, I was gonna say technically that wasn't like there was another tweet before that was the original April Fool's tweet, and then this Charmy thing came later.
Well, this is the more memorable one. So.
Yeah.
Oh,
which is
right.
saying
Well,
a
the
lot.
other one was just.
Sega Scourge, your score, please.
I'm gonna give it a 4, only because I would have given it 5 or a 6, but I'm disappointed because I actually want this in the game now. So I'm giving it a 4.
So because you want it to be real, you're making it lower.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
That's a hint, David. That's
Next
a hint.
April Fools is from Last Minute Continue. This is okay. I just gotta read the whole thing because it's confusing. So on April 1st at 1 minute past 11 in the morning, they announced the new Donny Day, the New Testament. The official Donny Day task begins here. I'm gonna skip. So lots of stuff about things, and then it gets to this is your Donny Day task. No relation to Donny, but here we go. You must take your media, your games, your websites, and remove your heroes from them. Replace them with nothing and show us the resulting change. For example, remove the cursed plumber and find super happy Goombas, a land full of unslaughtered sentient mushrooms. Cast out the witch Bayonetta and discover a really nice clock tower. And Spanish Sonic fans, do you not see that if you remove the false hero from your meeting place that you find paradise? Their example was a Nights into Dreams picture, which has the character removed and it just says uninterrupted sleep. This is an interesting one.
Basically a coma.
This is an interesting one. I didn't see anyone do it. Did anyone see anyone do this?
No.
Change something into something else.
Oh, what? Get rid of the hero?
Like, remove the main focus of a game and then, like, so for example, they've got a few examples.
Take out the Cooper gang, you've got Paris.
The only thing I saw that was vaguely similar, I guess, I don't know if it was related, was the Smashboards. Did anyone see what happened on there?
Knuckles.
No.
Knuckles and
On the Smashboards, they changed it to the Knuckles and Knuckles boards.
which is the best thing.
Oh.
The problem with this is, one, no one did it, and two, I think it was a bit too complicated. It didn't make any sense. So it had nothing to do with Donny. So I don't know why they called it Donny Day, the New Testament.
Why they called it that?
Yes. I mean, to be fair, last year, Last Minute Continue was responsible for Donny Day. Kevin reached out to a variety of different fan sites and asked them to do something for Donny Day. He messaged me and asked me to do something. So he did reach out, and then it was quite a cool thing. This year, I don't know if he reached out to anyone. It was just really interesting. It didn't work. 1 out of 10.
Lol.
Same.
That's another 1 out of 10. Cool. David the Lurker.
Oh, well, I'm gonna give it a 2 because I had no idea this existed, and maybe he should have warned people ahead of time.
Nicole.
I'm gonna give it a 3 because I think the concept was a good idea. It's just the execution was not that great.
Shitty.
And Sega Scourge.
I'll give it a 1. Because I honestly didn't know about it either. And, yeah. Shitty.
Well, I mean, okay, I don't have to have an opinion, that's fine.
Oh, Sonic Pox, you're back.
That's fine, I don't want one. I was talking, you replied to me, you bastard.
Oh, I forget. Poxy, you're sorry, what was your score?
Oh, just I'm going to be a dick at 2.552.
2.5.
Just 2.5, okay.
No, 2.552.
Just a second, I have to write down what it's at.
2.552.
Right, okay, next, moving on.
Oh,
We're gonna
according to the chat, someone wrote that Kevin did actually message people, but nobody agreed to do it. Oh.
Jesus.
Well, that I think that won't affect my score of 1.
Right, no, I'm just saying, I find it, because I was like, maybe you should have told people. It's like, well, he did, but no one cared.
Cute idea, obviously didn't take off like the plan last year. Not everything hits. Kitchen sink approach, never mind. Next one, music needs to stop. Thank you very much. The next one was, if I can find it, I can't find it. The Sonic Japan Twitter account. Okay. The Sonic Japan Twitter account on April Fool's Day posted the fake Izaka-san fan club. Now, for those who remember watching the Sonic Mania the 90s infomercial, you may remember the t-shirt that was worn.
Yes.
Yes. They basically said that they announced that you could get the t-shirt yourself when you joined the fan club. Interestingly, if you look at the replies to the tweets, a few people thought this was real.
Yeah,
and I
because
think people just really wanted the t-shirt.
yeah, absolutely.
So I think actually, was it the funniest thing in the world? No. But did it fool me? Yes. So I'm gonna give this a 7. Had to think about that. David the Lurker. Score.
I'm gonna give it a 7.9 because I want it.
7.9. Thank you very much,
now.
Dick. And Sonic Pox.
I'm going to give it a 6.
6. Oh, just a 6. Thank you.
0.3.
No, it's too late.
No,
Nicole.
just a 6.
I'll give it a 6.5.
And thank you, bitch. And Sega's.
You're welcome.
5.
I did not react to me calling his girlfriend a bitch. So right. Moving on
And
to the last
7
one.
from me.
Oh yeah, sorry, Lewis.
It's all good.
7. I'm totally on top of things. Right, we're moving on to our last one. Thank God. It's the music. Stop, goodness! It's the Sonic Stadium. They announced that there was an official character reveal for Sonic Mania in a crossover with Big's Big Fishing Adventure 3. Big the Cat was joining Sonic Mania.
Yeah!
Again, artwork all well thought out. They made the effort and everything to put it all together. Wasn't as funny as Sonic Retro's article. It wasn't.
True, because it's a shame because they didn't substantiate it with any like screenshots.
That would have.
I think, out of the two sort of article things, Sonic Retro did better. However, to be fair, it has been a Stadium tradition to do Big the Cat, so you can't break with tradition, can you? So I thought it was funny. I thought it was a harmless bit of fun, and it did get a few people excited for some reason because Sonic fans.
It did ever so slightly feel like it might be something that could have happened, just because both games are in development at the same time, sort of thing. So it was ever so slightly like, that might be something, like even if it was just like an Easter egg or something. But yeah, like.
So yeah, I thought it was quite cool.
It's a little bit too far-fetched.
As DK fan in the Stadium comments posted, April Fool's guys, Big wasn't even in the classic era. Okay.
No shit, Sherlock.
No, he's in Sonic 1, he's right there.
I'm gonna give this a 7. David the Lurker.
Yes, same.
7 for Lewis. David, go for it.
Oh. Well, I'm gonna give it an 8.5, and then retroactively lower the Big Twitter to 6.0 because it's better.
Nicole, your score.
Because it fooled me actually a little bit, because I remember calling the Scourge and being like, is this real or not? I'll give it a 7.
7, interesting. Poxy. Great contribution. Poxy, your audio's died, love. Right.
What?
Oh, there you are. What's your score?
5. Small Big the Cat. Great.
And Sega's Sketch.
I'll give it a 6.
6. Interesting.
Kind of cute.
Why?
Kind of cute, but no
Right,
screenshots. Cool.
So that is all the ones we will be covering today, thank goodness. Which means we have a winner and we have a loser. So we start from the beginning. Do I have any dramatic music? Let's just do the old Defeat Donny music. Right. In last place, because there always has to be losers and winners. Life is full of difficult choices. If you have an issue with it, go moan about it on Twitter. I haven't got time for it. Right. In last place with a score of 1.75 is Last Minute Continue. Many apologies. Followed up by 2.5. Oh, these decimal points get more and more stupid. Sonic the Cosplayer with 2.5. Then after him is... Actually, let's do it the other way around, because that makes more sense to me. Right. Sorry. In 10th place is TSSC News and their 600 articles with 4.283. Big's Big Fishing Adventure 3 comes up in 9th with 4.6. Sega of Japan come up in 8th with 5.4. Sonic Stadium roll up in 6th place with... Sonic Show go up in 7th place, sorry, with 6.7. Sonic Stadium, 6.75. Overclock Remix, 6.8. Spin Dash, 7.034. The Sega Scourge, 8.26. Sonic Retro with 9.09998. But our overall winner and officially titled the best April Fools of 2017 was Tails Channel, the perfect score of 10. Yay! Matt, you win nothing. We have nothing
Except
for you at
our
all.
memories.
I believe the score I gave was 10 point Matt, so that point Matt bumps it up to what now?
We are gonna go for a break, and afterwards, or are we just gonna go straight into it? No, we're gonna go for a break. After we're gonna go for a quick musical break, after which we are gonna play our favourite game with our favourite lurker and see if he can find out which of us is telling disgusting truths and which one of us is telling disgusting lies. Actually, they're all pretty perverted if you've listened to previous versions of this show. We'll see you guys after this. I'll get David. Start getting ready. Stop getting your mind thing ready. There we go. Words. Here we go.
Turn up the volume. Coming up next is the best Sega music. Oh yeah! Only on Radio Sega. Radio Sega. Burning Rangers. Columns. Seventh Dragon. Shinobi. Space Harrier. Fantasy Star Online. All your favorite Sega tunes are here. Radio Sega, playing the best Sega music 24/7.
I'm not a guy full of a warm embrace, but this time has thrilled me like nothing before. Don't let it get to your head, you'll likely end up dead. But I promise I'll keep you safe from harm, 'cause I like how you reach for the stars. And I won't let summer cat take that away. Whoa, yeah.
listening to Radio Sega, playing the best Sega music 24/7.
Are you happy, Poxy?
Yes.
Yes.
I'm a little too happy. I can't trust it.
Sonic Colors lyric reference score changed from 10 out of 10 to 0. Listen, buddy, I didn't write that part of the song.
For those who don't know, the last track was part of a project Sonic Pox worked on.
It was written by me and Meridiculous.
So, David.
Yes?
David.
You're funny.
Hello?
Every week,
Hello.
we play this game, and every week you get it wrong.
Mm-hmm. This
is
true so far.
Can we try and change that this time?
I can try to win, but I
can
can't,
try.
I can try. I can't guarantee a victory.
That's right.
Yeah.
But yeah, let's play our game. For those of you who don't know, we're about to play a little game where David the Lurker sees how well he can suss us out. But before we do that, I think we explain some backstory. Don't you agree, David?
Yes, I'm always in the mood for a little story.
Once upon a time, there was a lonely, lonely man who had an uncomfortable obsession with large purple cats. He would go about his life, hanging in the shadows, always there but never quite fully present, quietly learning and understanding the world around him. Some people could even call it lurking. Luckily for him, he accidentally joined a super famous podcast about fast mammals, where he could prove to the world his years of hanging in the background had paid off. It's time to play Learning with the Lurker.
Yes, we're playing Learning with the Lurker. Lost my clap sound effects. There we go. This is the game where lovely David the Lurker will hear a little anecdote from his favourite friends, and he must work out which of them is the truth. That's correct, guys. Only one of the following stories is real. David, are you ready?
Probably not, but we'll do it anyway.
How we're going to do this, for you who haven't listened before, each of us is just going to summarise what our story is in a sentence or two, and then afterwards he will go round to each of us and discuss it in more depth. Oh, the excitement. Yes. Let me just find out who we're going to do first. Right. Let's do it in the order it appears in my chat, actually. Nicole. What's your story?
God, okay. I'm gonna ask that Scared covers his ears, please.
No.
Okay, fuck. Hi, David.
Hello, Nicole.
I'm excited.
God, I'm gonna get judged. Basically, I draw like adult fan art under a different username that no one knows about.
Oh.
David, don't be creepy.
I just love the.
Thank you, Nicole. I'm next in the list. Hello, David.
Mm-hmm.
Hello, lovely David.
Hello, Jamie.
Basically, the easiest way to put this is back when I was 14, I had an online relationship. However, we purely role-played as Sonic and Tails.
Interesting.
Interesting indeed. Sega Scourge.
Last year I announced that I was going to do a theory video covering Sonic and Elise, but I promptly put a tweet up not long after that cancelling it.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's really not interesting. Okay.
Damn.
Uncle Poxy.
You can tell.
Uncle.
Hello, David.
Hello, the box. How are you?
I'm very good. I once stole some of my older sister's video games to buy a Sonic game.
Interesting.
Us lovely guest, SonicYoda, also known as Lewis. What's your story?
Hello, David.
Hello, Mr. the Yoda.
Hello there. Yeah, when I was younger, on a holiday in the Canary Islands, my dad bought me a little Game Boy cartridge that had like 30 odd games on it, and one of them was a hacked version of Sonic the Hedgehog called 3D Sonic Blast 5. And because I'm a loser, I probably played that more than any other portable Sonic game ever made ever.
Right, David, you've heard all our stories.
Yes,
Are you getting a vibe? You getting a feel for who you want to speak to first?
Yes. Okay. Now, just to make sure here, there are 5 people I'm supposed to talk to.
Yes.
In about 15 minutes.
We can overrun slightly.
Okay.
Let's not go crazy.
Okay. I maybe I won't be able to dive as deep as I normally do.
Exactly.
But, okay. Okay. Gonna start with our lovely guest, Louis the Yoda.
Hi.
All right. So, okay. So your dad. Wait. Okay. You said you were on vacation.
Yeah.
Oh, where were you on vacation? What were you doing?
It was Fuerteventura, which is one of the Canary Islands.
Okay. Do you remember what the name of this multi-cart cartridge was?
I think it was I'm pretty sure it's 32 in 1.
What other games were hiding out on here?
There's a knockoff Mario 4 on it as well, along with like usual suspects, things like Motocross Maniacs, Yakuman, which is like a mahjong game.
Okay. So this Sonic 3D Blast 5. Well, wait. How old were you when you got this cart? Let me ask that.
I must have been like 8 years old.
Okay. And you're currently 10. Is that right?
No, I'm 29.
Okay. Oh, so you got this. This is the 90s.
Yeah. Height of me being into Sonic the Hedgehog.
Okay. Did you have a Game Gear?
I didn't. No, I only had a Game Boy.
Oh, okay. So this was was this then like your only handheld Sonic?
Yes.
Time. Okay. When you said how many times do you think you played it? Like as a child?
And I can never complete the second stage because it's impossible. It's so broken. But yeah, I've played that a lot. God, I couldn't. Like, what do you want to know? Like, how many times or how long?
I mean, well, yeah, okay. If you always got stopped at the second level, what drove you to continue playing it? Is it just because it was Sonic?
Because it was like the only Sonic game I had on a portable, so it was like,
oh man,
and fun.
You could have played Tetris instead.
Oh, absolutely, but Tetris doesn't have Sonic in it, so.
Sonic blocks from the Sonic Heroes website, man.
What?
Oh, we wouldn't have had that like in the mid-90s. I got like dial up in '99. Yeah.
Did you realize that it was a bootleg, or did you think this was a legitimate product?
Initially, I thought it was legitimate because on the label it says G Sonic, which I think is the Japanese version of Sonic Blast.
Yeah.
But yeah, once you start playing it, it becomes quite apparent that it's a bootleg.
Okay.
Little 8-year-old me didn't realize at first.
Wait, did someone leave?
The Sonic scare just cleared off.
Oh no.
Oh well. Okay. I guess I should. I don't know. Was your dad very excited? Did you thank him? Do you still thank him to this day?
I suppose I should, because I still buy those multi-carts just out of curiosity. They're really funny and stupid.
When was the last time you played Sonic 3D Blast 5?
Last year, because I think I did a video on it for my channel, so yeah.
Oh, okay. Still cool, still ruling. Okay. I'm not really sure what else to ask right now. I think I should move on. Although I guess I don't have to worry about Sega Scourge at all. I'm going to assume that his wasn't real, because if it was, there's a problem with this whole
never
segment.
know. The whole segment could just be ruined.
It could be. I don't know.
Come on, move along. Who are you moving to next?
Okay. Jamie, let's do you.
Okay.
Say your thing again.
I had an online boyfriend when I was 14.
You were 14?
He was Sonic and I was Tails. And we only spoke in character. It was like a roleplay thing.
Okay. No, so how long were you in communication with this?
Oh, not less. I'd say a maximum 6 months.
Okay. How did you meet them?
Right. So back when I was a kid, before smartphones existed, I had we had little shitty Nokia phones with WAP, and you could browse a variety of interesting pages if they were like just a text file, basically. And there was this one, I want to say it was called Prodigits, and it was like, think Facebook, but really not. It's like you had a profile, you could go in chat rooms and you could private message people, and that was basically it. And it was like hundreds of different categories, and one of them was video games. And then I found this person in the video game chat room, and then we added him to my friends list, and yeah, and then a beautiful relationship of weirdness blossomed.
So you didn't initially start talking like, "Hey, I'm Sonic. Who are you?" You talked to this person as yourself at first.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of people in the chat room sort of did the roleplay kind of thing, but not. It varied a lot, and it wasn't very cohesive. And we talked more, and then for some reason we sort of just. I think it's hard to explain. It's not like we just sat there and go, "All right, as of tomorrow, you're a fox, and I'm a hedgehog." But we just sort of did it occasionally as like I don't know, when you're young, you do all sort of weird, gross, pervy things, don't you? When you're like,
what?
You're finding out who you are, and we did that occasionally, and then it became sort of a thing where we sort of only did the roleplay stuff. So like you'd only go online to do the roleplay chat, and then somehow we started dating online, but as our characters. It was really fucking weird.
Huh. So does that mean that did you roleplay an intimate moment between the two of you?
Maybe.
Sonic and Tails, Tails and Sonic, together forever. We play our games. That's how it goes. Why did you stop talking to them?
It's just sort of a weird thing, like, because sometimes you would chat and you'd get a message straight away, and sometimes you didn't. I know he was abroad, but I don't know what time zone he was in, but it was never always like instantly the same. And then it got to a point where like the messages you'd reply and you get a reply the next day, and it got less and less frequent to a point where you just sort of moved on. And then I found gay pornography, so that was the whole chapter behind.
So the first gay okay, well, we'll leave that alone. So it just fizzled out. You never saw a picture of this person? Did you know their first name ever?
I have no idea what their real name was. I have no idea what they look like. I don't know if they're even as old as they claim to be. I could have been in a trap the whole time, for all I know.
Okay.
But let's assume not.
Did you think? Yeah. But like, as Jamie, did you go, "Oh, I'm dating this person," actually, or were you like, did you actually think you were dating?
No.
Tails.
No, I didn't think I was dating Tails. It was a little fantasy land, but I was always aware it was a fantasy. At no point did I.
Okay, I just want to make sure it was like.
At no point did I think, Oh yeah, he is literally Tails. I wasn't going like all Sonic Passion about it.
Okay, it's Sonic Passion. This is the third show in a row. The Sonic Passion Hour. Okay.
Oh God, no, not again.
All right. All right. Well, but did you think you were dating the person behind Tails?
I don't think I did. No, it was just like a weird like. I know, like somewhere where like you come home from school, or whatever, and then you just you have this bit of fun where you could, like your imagination could run wild and stuff. But at no point did I think this is legit.
Okay. All right. With that, I guess I should move on. Still got two people ready to go. I'm gonna jump over to Mr. Pox. That's what I'm gonna do.
Hello.
Just gonna. Hello. Right.
Hello.
Okay. Wait. You need to repeat yours real quick too.
All right. So just to like bring into a bit of an expansion. When I lived in a full house with my previously married parents and my sister, she had a PS2 and I had the GameCube, the beautiful GameCube. I didn't have a lot of games for the GameCube, and I was a wee lad, so I didn't have any money either. So one day, me and my dad go to Blockbuster before he left me in the car for an hour, made me cry and fear being alone in a car. So we were looking at stuff to rent, and I saw Sonic Adventure 2 on the to buy section. And I was like, "Oh, Dad, I want to get it. Can we rent it?" He's like, "No, you got to buy it." I was like, "I don't have any money." And he was like, "Oh, I'm not buying it for you." So my sister loves the SSX Tricky series. She had, I think, the first couple. So I took one. She went to. This is at the point where like we were starting to get into the last few years of our history as a full house of a family, because then my family would disperse everywhere. Like fucking when you hit a spider and they rattle out everywhere. Anyway, so I brought it in, traded it in, and then went to my dad. "Hey, if I give you this, can you buy the rest?" I was like, "Oh, okay." And then I bought Sonic Adventure 2.
Oh. Interesting. Okay, so you already had a GameCube at this point, you said.
Yeah, my first games were Donkey Konga and Sonic Adventure and Spider-Man.
Oh. So when did you get Sonic Heroes?
I got Sonic Heroes for the PS2, but it was for my sister.
Oh, okay. Alright,
That's actually my first Sonic game too. And it's the same one that sit on my shelf.
Oh, so you acquired her copy at some point.
Well, like, it was mine, but she let me play it because my dad was a fan of Sonic. And my sister used to get nightmares because my mum gave my dad a Mega Drive when they were teenagers. So all my history with Sonic goes way back before I was even born. And my dad used to play Sonic 1 with my sister. And she would cry and run out of the room every time she'd hear the bing, boom, bing, boom, she'd start crying and run out of the room. It's amazing. And then we went to game one time. I was like, "Oh, I remember Sonic," and then we got Sonic Heroes.
Okay. So, did your sister ever notice that a game went missing?
No, because this is around the time when she discovered boys.
Hey, whoa!
That's my sister you're talking about here. Be careful.
I mean, I don't really know what my sound really meant at the end of the day. Hey, she discovered the opposite sex. Whoa!
Excuse me? Just to clarify, my sister is 8 years older than me and has 2 children, so I don't think she's really caring right now.
Right, well, I'm not trying to hit on your sister.
What is going on right now?
I don't know.
David.
Ask me questions.
Hey, this isn't my fault. Okay. All right. So, wait, how much then was the game? How much was SA2 Battle?
Oh, Christ. This was like 2005? Christ, I don't know. I just remember it being expensive. I think it was like in Blockbuster, I think it must have been around 30. 30 or 25. I don't know. I wasn't really looking at numbers. I just thought if I traded one game, then that means I can get another one. My dad ended up paying for the rest of it.
Okay, so how did... Wait, so did you go with your dad holding the stolen copy of a game from your sister saying, I want to trade this in?
No, I traded it in, and then I told my dad.
Then what, you told him you had the money, or that you traded in another game?
That I had the money.
Okay. Did he ever ask where it came from?
This is at the point where my dad also stopped caring about his family, so no, he didn't.
Oh, well.
I could have come home with a hooker and he wouldn't care. I'm joking, I love my dad. I love my dad, and he loves me.
Right.
Hear that, Dad? Remember your real kids? Anyway.
Oh my god.
This is getting so dark. Okay.
And Foxy needs his own university problems.
Did you play this game with any of your family? Did your sister care? Did your father go, let me show you?
Say two?
Yeah.
Yeah, like, this is how, like, me, my dad, and my sister bonded, just by playing the multiplayer of Sonic Ranch 2. And my dad, whenever we played the game, all he would go is, let me show you my real moves, and I'm the coolest. It was like, just make me always laugh.
I'm the coolest.
Because I would never let him play as Sonic. So he'd just be like, I'm the coolest. He'd win sometimes, and that's what was the weird part.
Oh, that's cute. Oh, it's almost 7. I should move on.
I know you're dreading asking me, David, because you always leave me till last.
Right. Well, you know, we have had some ups and downs when it comes to doing this. So you did some art at some point when you were younger.
No, I do it.
You currently do it?
Yeah.
You still draw adult arts.
Listen, David, okay?
Okay.
Us artists, we gotta grow. We gotta draw some stuff that we're probably not comfortable drawing. It's how we grow. It's how we learn how to draw anatomy properly. So, yeah.
Okay. So, what was the first adult image involving Sonic the Hedgehog?
I never mentioned it was of Sonic, but yeah, it actually is.
Was it Sonic? I just assumed it was Sonic because that's what we talk about.
It is mainly a Sonic. But I sometimes don't do Sonic. Anyways, the first thing was, I think it was like a year or two ago. It was very tame before, you know. You think, you know, it's got genitalia. It hasn't. Well, this first one didn't. It was of, I believe, Knuckles and Rouge just making out, you know, like she was sitting on his lap making out. It was, yeah, very tame.
So it was more innocent. There wasn't any
There were no penises, David.
No penises. So did you eventually add penises?
I got allowed to draw penises, David. We do them in live drawing, so
right.
Yeah.
Okay. Well. Right. Okay. Wait. So wait, your initial statement was just that you draw adult art, or was it adult? Oh, I'm confused.
What are you confused about?
Well, no, because I was like, oh, so Sonic, but you're like, oh, not Sonic, not just Sonic. What was the original statement? Okay, so the original thing you said in just now was you draw adult art.
Yeah.
But it's mostly Sonic.
Yes.
Okay. So when was the last time you drew an adult image involving any of the Sonic cast?
It actually was a little bit a while ago. I'd say like a month ago or so.
Only a month. And what was going on in that image?
Well, I don't know if I should say, man.
I'm not sure if you should say.
Just type it if you don't want to say it aloud. Type it in the chat.
But they're not gonna. The audience aren't gonna know.
Yeah, but I'll
David,
laugh.
that's terrible podcasting.
Right. Now, if you type it, I'll have a laugh. Hey, people are constantly referencing the chat in this. Oh, whatever. Okay. Well, instead of saying like the exact act, what were the characters, or is that too much?
Sonic and Sally.
Ah.
So if you can imagine what's going on there.
Oh, I hope it involves a ring. Okay.
Oh my god.
That sounds even more suggestive, David.
Yeah, I guess it does. Okay, so, I mean, are you doing this for fun, or are you getting paid to do this?
I'm not getting paid, David. No, it's for experience, honestly, mainly. It's not like pleasure or anything. It's just like I said, it's more to like help to draw out more defining.
Bank.
Oh man.
more defining like what's it? Body language.
Okay.
Does Scourge see any of this ever?
Scourge poses for it.
No, he doesn't even know. That's why I'm kind of glad that he actually left.
Oh, did he leave? Because he's like, I'm so distraught right now.
No, he didn't leave. I don't know why he left, but. But yeah, no, he didn't know. That's why I asked him to cover his ears, but I kind of figured that he would say no. So I was like, fuck. Okay.
Okay. All right, so you've been doing it for a while. You put this stuff. You put it online. Are there people who see it? They just don't know it's you?
It's just Like I said, it's under a secret username that I'm not going to mention here before you ask.
It's SPX64. Too late. I revealed it.
No. Stop that. What the fuck?
Can we just add it back to the call and just see what happens?
Add who back? What?
And just get Scourge back in here. Scourge, you're not going to believe it.
Okay.
Is it
right.
time to do
I
our
think it
final
is.
guesses? Here we go.
Yes,
Right,
sir.
David, you've had your time to guess.
Mm-hmm.
Give your summaries and then your final decision. And if you guys are listening along live, if you're in the Discord or YouTube chat, let us know who you think is telling the truth as well.
Right. Okay. Well, let's see. Okay. So yeah, Jamie. I don't know. I guess I have no idea, because the last time I was like, nope, definitely didn't. You did, but I don't know. I think meeting someone using your phone to go on the internet, that's always awkward, right? I don't know. Who knows? I guess I could be on the fence with that one. Nicole, I know you draw things. I'm just so confused by everything you ever tell me. Sonic Pox, yours is depressing whether or not it's true. And Mr. the Yoda, I feel like I don't remember. I have no idea if 3D Blast. Wait.
You can Google it, like.
Well, I know it exists, but now I don't know. Like, you said the years, and now I'm trying to remember. Because 3D Blast 5, if you said. Wait, what? What year did you get that?
David, you've had your questioning. Questioning is over.
Remember. Oh, so I'm trying to remember now if you said 95, because if it was 95, it couldn't have worked. But
Well,
if you said you...
David,
Oh.
it's 6 minutes past
No, you said you were
midnight.
10. Oh no. Shit, I can't remember. Okay, look. It was a toss-up between Sonic Pox and Mr. the Yoda. But now I'm questioning the years, so I think, to be safe, I'm gonna go with the grand old uncle, Sonic Poxy.
Grand old uncle. Right, we are going to play a drum roll, and then Mr. Pox will tell you at the end whether his story was true or a lie. Are we ready? Here we go.
I'm sorry, Dave.
Ah.
It was true!
Oh, there we go!
Oh, shit!
For the first time ever.
Ah, there we go.
You got it right, Dave.
Finally.
Fox, you're a horrible brother.
It is true. In summary, I did not roleplay with anyone pretending they were Tails, because that's weird. Ignore last week. And Nicole does not draw dirty fan art.
Yeah, what the fuck, no.
SonicYoda did not play some bootleg Sonic game to death in his young years. Which, to be honest, it
is legit. I do own it, but I have not played it as much as any other portable Sonic. That was the trick there.
For a moment, I thought his story was real, forgetting that I told him to make one up. It was that convincing. And Sonic Pox did indeed steal stuff from his own siblings for his own selfish gain.
I regret it entirely.
No, you don't.
I don't know, but you said it did result in family bonding, so there was.
Yes, but now I don't have a family.
That is depressing. But at the same time, you did have the bonding. You had those moments.
Looking at that game just makes me cry of what once was.
What?
No wonder I don't like Sonic Adventure 2.
Emotional baggage. And we have come to the end of this week's show. We have done quite a lot today. We've covered the minimum news there was. We went balls deep in April Fools.
Whoa!
Right.
And learnt that apparently everyone likes to mark things with fucking decimal points these days. So thanks for that. And thank you. And we learnt that out of everyone here, Lewis is the only normal one. Thank you guys for listening. Before we go though, David, where can people find you?
Oh, well, you can always find me on Twitter at DTLurker. You can check out Sonic Retro on Twitter or the website itself. Or hey, Big's Big Fishing Adventure 3 coming soon one day maybe, right?
One day maybe. Nicole, where can people find you and your other half?
Okay, so for me, actually no, I'll start with Scourge first because he left first. You can find him on the Sega Scourge, the Sonic Theorist on YouTube. And then for Twitter is Super Scourge 300, or at Super Scourge 300 to say. For me, on YouTube, it is SP64 all in caps. And then on Twitter, it is at SP64 all in caps.
Ooh. Mr. Poxy.
You can find me on Twitter at SonicPox, capital S, capital X, or you can find me on my dead channel at youtube.com/SonicPox. Misadventures is dead.
Oh, is that the final Misadventures update?
And our lovely, fantastic, glorious guest, SonicYoda. Where can the peeps find your stuff?
You can find me personally on Twitter at SonicYoda, but if you want to do me a solid, you can go to segadriven.com, and you can also subscribe to my YouTube channel at youtube.com/user/segadriven.
Lewis, it has been a pleasure, as always, to have you on. We seem to drag you out once every year or so. So it's been lovely.
Available more often, you know.
Guys listening at home, you hear all our links and stuff at the end. I do want to say thank you to those of you listening on the podcast, as once again, this has been a month running now where we are, not only are we the highest ranking Sonic podcast on the iTunes charts, and we are once again the only Sonic podcast in the iTunes charts, but we reached a peak out the top 200 in the UK store for video games in iTunes. We actually last week randomly jumped all the way up to 42, which is insane. We were ranking higher than some of the podcasts by GameSpot and stuff. So go team.
What?
Yay! It was for a day, but it still counts, so it's fine. So yeah. But yeah, like all the people listening to the podcast, we really appreciate. Our podcast audience is growing and growing and growing. It's really great. And of course, we have to thanks to Audio Boom, our podcast host, for making that stuff happen, because they're the ones putting us out there. And thank you guys for listening. We'll be back next week with another lovely guest to discuss more things Sonic. unfortunately. Hopefully there'll be some news. If not, I'm sure David will make something up. And we will see you guys next week. Bye-bye, everyone. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye. Bye.
You've been listening to The Opinion Zone, brought to you by Audio Boom. Don't forget to check out our page at audioboom.com/channel/The Sonic Show and leave us a comment. You can also interact with us at any time on Twitter by tweeting at Sonic_show. Until next time, by which I mean whenever Jay can be bothered again. Stay safe and please leave Froggy alone.
Hey, yo, it's the Sonic Show. Hey, yo, it's the Sonic Show. Tune on in, come on, let's go.
Tune on in.
Sega Addicts AM, Tuesdays at midnight UK time. That's 1 a.m. Central Europe, 7 p.m. Eastern, 4 p.m. Pacific. Only on Radio Sega.